Imagine a woman in her 90s kneeling in her garden under the warm sun of Okinawa, her hands steady as she tends to her vegetables with a bright smile. This isn't a rare miracle in Japan. It is a daily reality. While many of my patients here in America struggle with stiff joints muscle loss, and restless nights research published in leading medical journals consistently shows that the Japanese elderly maintain incredible vitality and cognitive clarity well into their golden years. Today we are going to bridge that gap. I'm going to share 20 Japanese superfoods that act like a natural pharmacy for your body, helping you regain control and find hope in your health once again. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from, and what time is it for you right now? Please let me know in the comments below. I truly look forward to reading them. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. As we step into our first group of superfoods, I want you to imagine yourself in a quiet Japanese kitchen where the scent of steaming rice and fermenting soybeans fills the air. In my years of practice, I've seen so many patients over 60 struggle with a heavy feeling in their chest or a digestive system that just doesn't seem to work like it used to. This is often caused by what we call inflammaging, a hidden chronic inflammation that speeds up the aging process throughout your entire body. To fight this, the Japanese rely on a powerful group of fermented foods that act as a comprehensive intervention for your cells. They don't just feed you. They stimulate a process called autophagy, which is like a natural self-cleaning mode for your cells to remove damaged parts and stay young. The star of this group is natto, a dish of fermented soybeans that many of my American patients find unusual at first because of its sticky texture. However, I often tell them the story of Robert, a patient who was worried about blocked arteries. Natto contains a unique enzyme called nattokinase and a high amount of vitamin K2. These ingredients are like a natural cleaning crew for your blood vessels, helping to dissolve clots and potentially reducing arterial plaque by up to 36%. It's not just about your heart. It keeps your bones strong and prevents the stiffening of your arteries that often comes with age. If the texture of natto is too much for you, consider miso. A simple bowl of miso soup provides living probiotics and isoflavones that diversify your gut microbiome. When your gut is healthy, it lowers inflammation everywhere, which can lead to clearer skin and even help you think more clearly as you age. Another secret in the Japanese pantry is umeboshi, the pickled plum. Many of my patients find that as they get older, they feel tired more easily. Umeboshi is incredibly high in citric acid, which helps alkalize your body and supports your liver in flushing out toxins. It's a wonderful way to reduce fatigue and keep your skin looking fresh by cooling down internal inflammation. Along with umeboshi, the Japanese enjoy tsukemono, or pickled vegetables, and amazaki, a sweet fermented rice drink. These are rich in lactic acid bacteria and B vitamins that boost your energy metabolism. Instead of feeling drained after a meal, these foods help your body turn your food into the vitality you need to enjoy your day. As we settle our digestion with these fermented wonders, we prepare our bodies for an even deeper level of protection, a vibrant green shield that guards our very DNA. Now that we've talked about how to settle your stomach, let's shift our focus to something even more fundamental protecting your genetic code. In Japan, there is a profound respect for the ritual of tea, but for the average person, it's a daily shield against the passage of time. If you've looked in the mirror and noticed your skin losing its elasticity, or if you feel that your mental fog is getting thicker, the answer might lie in a vibrant green powder called Matcha. Because you consume the entire leaf, you receive a massive concentration of a compound called EGCG. In my clinic, I often explain to my patients that EGCG acts like a natural preservative for your collagen, keeping your skin firm and reducing those deep wrinkles we often worry about. But its most incredible role is at the microscopic level where it protects the length of your telomeres. You can think of telomeres as the protective caps on the ends of your shoelaces. When they get too short, the lace, or in this case, your DNA, starts to unravel. By protecting these caps, Matcha helps maintain your biological youth from the inside out. Beyond the tea bowl, there is another green secret known as Aojiru, or green juice. It is a potent blend often featuring kale young barley leaves and the remarkable ashitaba plant. I recall a patient, Margaret, who felt she was simply slowing down and losing her spark. When we looked at her lifestyle, she lacked the enzymes necessary to protect her cells from daily wear and tear. Aojiru provides enzymes like SOD, which are like personal bodyguards for your mitochondria. Think of your mitochondria as the tiny power plants inside your cells. When they are healthy, you have the energy to walk in the park or play with your grandchildren without feeling exhausted. Furthermore, the ashitaba in this juice contains chalcones, which are like master switches for cellular cleaning. They trigger autophagy, the process where your body identifies damaged cell parts and recycles them. It's like having a daily maid service for your cells, ensuring that trash doesn't pile up and cause disease. With our DNA and energy levels protected by these green giants, our journey next takes us to the depths of the ocean to find the minerals and fats that keep our frames strong and our memories vivid. As a doctor, I often see my patients in America struggling with the daily reality of osteoporosis or the quiet anxiety of forgetting a loved one's name. It breaks my heart to see someone who was once so active now feel tethered to a chair because of joint pain. In Japan, the secret to maintaining a sturdy frame and a sharp mind often lies beneath the waves. The Japanese diet is inseparable from the sea, and this connection provides them with a liquid pharmacy of minerals and healthy fats that we often lack in our modern Western diet. Let's look at what I call the vegetables of the sea, seaweeds like wakame, kombu, nori, and kantan. These are not just garnishes. They are powerhouses of iodine, magnesium, calcium, and soluble fiber. One of my patients, Arthur, suffered from chronic knee inflammation that made his morning walks impossible. I suggested he look into the Japanese habit of adding seaweed to soups. Why? Because seaweed contains a remarkable compound called Fucoidan. Research shows that Fucoidan has powerful anti-inflammatory and even anti-tumor properties. The minerals found in these sea plants, such as magnesium and calcium, go directly to work strengthening your bones and stabilizing your blood sugar, ensuring that your foundation remains rock solid as the years go by. But a strong frame needs a captain, and that captain is your brain. This is where fatty fish like salmon and mackerel become your best friends. These fish are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, which are essential for protecting the brain from the cognitive decline associated with Alzheimer's disease. Think of omega-3s as a high-quality lubricant for your brain's gears, keeping your thoughts fluid and your memory intact. Furthermore, these healthy fats work throughout the entire body to reduce the systemic inflammation that causes so much pain in our joints. Salmon in particular offers a unique double benefit for those of us concerned about our appearance as we age. It contains a powerful antioxidant called astaxanthin, which acts like an internal sunscreen protecting your skin from the damaging effects of UV rays. Combined with the natural collagen found in fish, it helps maintain skin firmness and elasticity, giving you that healthy glow often seen in the elderly of Japan. When you nourish your body with these treasures from the deep, you aren't just eating. You are rebuilding your strength from the marrow to the mind. As we feel our joints loosening and our minds clearing, it's time to travel to a specific island where the secret to long life is buried deep in the soil, the purple gold of Okinawa. If we were to travel together to the sun-drenched islands of Okinawa, one of the first things you would notice is the vibrant, deep purple color on almost every dinner table. This comes from the beni imo, or the purple sweet potato. In Okinawa, they have a beautiful saying, "Nuchi gusui," which means food is medicine for life. For many of my American patients who feel a sudden crash in energy after lunch or struggle with weight around the middle, I often point toward this humble root. The beni imo is incredibly rich in anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that give it that royal purple hue. These antioxidants act like a shield for your metabolic organs, specifically your pancreas and liver. But its true magic lies in how it handles sugar. Because it has a low glycemic index, it prevents the sudden blood sugar spikes that I see so often in Western diets. When your blood sugar stays stable, your body stops producing something called AGEs, or advanced glycation end products. I like to describe AGEs to my patients as internal rust that hardens your tissues and speeds up the aging of your skin and organs. By choosing the beni imo, you are essentially polishing your internal systems from the inside out. I remember a patient named George who at 65 felt he was losing his get up and go. He was constantly tired and worried about his rising blood sugar numbers. We started incorporating more slow-burning carbohydrates, like those found in the Okinawan diet, and the change in his stamina was remarkable. But the Okinawan secret to energy isn't just about what is sweet, it's also about what is bitter. Goya, or bitter melon, is a staple on the island that many might find challenging at first bite. However, as a doctor, I see it as a natural miracle for metabolic health. Goya contains unique compounds that act almost exactly like insulin in your body, helping to escort sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells where it can be used for energy. This is vital for preventing and managing diabetes, a common concern for many of you. What's even more fascinating is how Goya protects your mind. By improving how your body responds to insulin signals, it helps reduce the risk of neurodegeneration, the process that leads to memory loss and cognitive decline as we age. It's as if this bitter fruit is telling your brain cells to stay alert and healthy. I remember a patient named George who at 65 felt he was losing his get up and go. He was constantly tired and worried about his rising blood sugar numbers. We started incorporating more slow-burning carbohydrates, like those found in the Okinawan diet, and the change in his stamina was remarkable. But the Okinawan secret to energy isn't just about what is sweet, it's also about what is bitter. Goya, or bitter melon, is a staple on the island that many might find challenging at first bite. However, as a doctor, I see it as a natural miracle for metabolic health. Goya contains unique compounds that act almost exactly like insulin in your body, helping to escort sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells, where it can be used for energy. This is vital for preventing and managing diabetes, a common concern for many of you. What's even more fascinating is how Goya protects your mind. By improving how your body responds to insulin signals, it helps reduce the risk of neurodegeneration, the process that leads to memory loss and cognitive decline as we age. It's as if this bitter fruit is telling your brain cells to stay alert and healthy. Sometimes the most powerful medicine isn't a large pill in a plastic bottle, but a tiny dab of spice on the edge of your plate. In Japan, spices like wasabi and ginger are used not just for their bold flavors, but as cognitive stimulants and anti-inflammatory powerhouses. In my clinical experience, many seniors worry that losing their memory is an inevitable part of aging. But let's look at wasabi, the vibrant green horseradish of Japan. Authentic Japanese wasabi contains a unique compound called 6-MSITC. I often explain to my patients that this compound acts like a specialized repair crew for the hippocampus, which is the memory center of your brain. By reducing inflammation, right where it matters most, regular consumption of this spice can help improve memory and enhance cognitive function in older adults. In Japan, the act of grating fresh wasabi on a traditional sharkskin grater is almost a meditative practice, ensuring that these volatile, life-giving compounds are preserved and ready to protect your mind. Sometimes the most powerful medicine isn't a large pill in a plastic bottle, but a tiny dab of spice on the edge of your plate. In Japan, spices like wasabi and ginger are used not just for their bold flavors, but as cognitive stimulants and anti-inflammatory powerhouses. In my clinical experience, many seniors worry that losing their memory is an inevitable part of aging. But let's look at wasabi, the vibrant green horseradish of Japan. Authentic Japanese wasabi contains a unique compound called 6-MSITC. I often explain to my patients that this compound acts like a specialized repair crew for the hippocampus, which is the memory center of your brain. By reducing inflammation right where it matters most, regular consumption of this spice can help improve memory and enhance cognitive function in older adults. In Japan, the act of grating fresh wasabi on a traditional sharkskin grater is almost a meditative practice, ensuring that these volatile, life-giving compounds are preserved and ready to protect your mind. In my medical practice, I often meet patients in their 60s and 70s who feel like their bodies are slowly shrinking. They notice their muscles getting softer and their skin becoming as thin as parchment paper. This loss of structural integrity is one of the most difficult parts of aging to face, but the Japanese have found a way to fight back through their daily meals. They focus on rebuilding the foundation using a group of foods that balance hormones and provide the building blocks for new growth. I remember a patient named Linda who was struggling with the symptoms of menopause and felt her skin had lost all its glow. We looked at the Japanese approach to soy products such as tofu, edamame, koya tofu, and soy milk. These foods are incredibly rich in isoflavones, which are a type of phytoestrogen that helps balance hormones naturally. For women especially, these are like a gentle internal support system that promotes collagen synthesis, keeps the skin moist, and significantly reduces the depth of wrinkles. After Linda began including more tofu and edamame in her diet, she not only felt more emotionally stable, but noticed her skin felt more resilient and hydrated. But the foundation isn't just about what you see on the outside, it's about the health of your internal organs and your metabolism. This is where the tiny but mighty black sesame seed comes into play. These seeds are rich in lignans, specifically one called sesamin, which acts as a protector for your liver. As we age, our liver's ability to manage cholesterol and fat metabolism can slow down, leading to health issues. Sesamin helps maintain healthy cholesterol levels and regulates the nutrient-sensing networks that control how fast our bodies age biologically. It's a simple addition that provides a deep level of metabolic protection. To complement this, the Japanese often include konnyaku or konjac in their stews. Known as a zero-calorie food, it is packed with fiber and a special compound called glycosylceramide. In clinical studies, supplementing with ceramide from konnyaku has been shown to improve skin moisture, reduce dark spots, and fade wrinkles. It's like an internal moisturizer that works from the inside out to keep your skin looking plump and youthful. Finally, we cannot talk about a strong foundation without mentioning the immune system, our body's primary defense. Medicinal mushrooms such as shiitake, maitake, and enoki are highly valued in the Japanese diet for their ability to keep the body's shields up. These mushrooms are rich in beta-glucans, which are powerful compounds that strengthen your immune response, helping you stay resilient against illness. Beyond immunity, the abundant antioxidants found in these mushrooms provide even more hydration for the skin and help slow down the formation of fine lines. In a Japanese home, you might see these mushrooms being sliced thinly into a zakokumai, a bowl of mixed whole grains and black rice, and served alongside a crisp daikon radish. The grains provide steady energy and fiber to stabilize your blood sugar, while the radish provides digestive enzymes and vitamin C to support your liver's detox process. This combination ensures that every part of your body, from your muscles to your skin to your very cells, has the support it needs to stay vibrant. As we finish building this strong foundation, we look toward the final piece of the puzzle, the ancient eating principles that tie all these superfoods together into a lifestyle of longevity. As we wrap up our journey through these 20 incredible superfoods, I want to leave you with a secret that is just as vital as the food itself, the Japanese art of eating with intention. It begins with the practice of hara hachi bu, which means eating until you are only 80% full. This simple habit helps activate your longevity genes by providing a gentle calorie restriction that doesn't leave you feeling deprived. The Japanese also follow the structure of ichiju sansai, or one soup, three sides, ensuring their meals are low in calories but packed with fiber, protein, and vital micronutrients. Finally, they embrace the concept of shun, eating seasonally, to ensure every bite is at its peak nutritional power. Remember, aging is not an obstacle to overcome, but a new chapter to be lived with grace and strength. You have the power to reclaim your vitality one small bite at a time. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I truly believe that with these natural tools, your best years are still ahead of you. Please note that health-related information on YouTube is not a substitute for professional medical advice and does not apply to everyone. If you have health concerns, you must contact a doctor or hospital for consultation. If you believe you are having a medical emergency, please contact a doctor or call your local emergency number immediately.